I meet some of the nicest people while I'm out doing this, and I got to say, Mandy Rossmeyer Campbell is probably one of the nicer people that I have run into. I hope you enjoy this interview with Mandy. Wow. Here I'm at Rossmeyer's Destination Daytona. I'm with Wendy Rossmeyer Campbell.
Mandy.
Oh, what did I say?
Wendy, but that's odd because
Wendy's right. No.
I have a sister named Wendy, but she lives in New York City.
Okay.
So I don't think you know her.
Well, we'll start this over again because I got all nervous, but I wanted to get it all right, and I didn't. You ready?
Yes,
I'm all right, we're into it now. Okay. Well, today we're at Bruce Rossmeyer's Destination Daytona, and I'm with Mandy Rossmeyer Campbell. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And I'll bet you have a sister that lives in New York somewhere.
I do.
What would her name be?
How do you know? Her name's Wendy.
Wow. Sometimes I'm just psychic, you know what I mean? But you were nice enough to let us come over. It's about a week before Bike Week,
yes.
Correct? And everything's hustling and bustling around here. And one of the reasons we're here is way back in 2000, I met your dad, and we were filming, and your dad, first of all, was super nice to us. I mean, he had everything going, and he took time out. We did an interview. He showed us all around town. We had a great time. We got invited to, and what was the restaurant on the water? That
The
was
Chart House.
Second, never been.
Yeah, he used to have
Yeah.
a big party there every Bike Week.
I remember when we pulled out, the cops looked at us and like, you got a ticket? Yeah. Oh, okay, go on in. And the shrimp were about that big.
Yeah.
Everything was, that was a great time. I met Rusty Wallace while I was there. And my son, who was filming back then, you had a concert with Bo Diddley.
Mm-hmm.
And they told us to go on stage in the background, so we're on the stage in the background, and Bo Diddley got up and out of shape, stopped the concert and threw him off the stage.
He did? I don't remember that.
He did. So instead of being on the stage, he was right there in front. But the funny thing was, everything was right there on the Jumbotron, if you remember. Yeah. So it was like,
yeah.
But that was Bo Diddley. He didn't like us, so. But that was way back when.
Yeah.
That's when you were on Beach Street. Can you give me a little history from Beach Street to where we are now?
Sure. My dad purchased Daytona Harley from Joe Robeson in '93, and we opened Daytona Harley right before Bike Week in '94. And my dad he was always in the car business, so he thought it would be a great weekend hobby job. Yeah. And so the first year of Bike Week, we were all folding t-shirts, and it was definitely a family affair, still is. A lot of us are involved in the business. My sister Shelly, that's now the general manager of this store, was selling Sonny's barbecue in the back parking lot. I mean, we thought it was going to be a weekend hobby job. And my dad just took it to the next level. He used his car man mentality. This is what I think happened. Yeah. And he grew it, and he was a great businessman. He was smart and started there, and then he started leasing the park across the street from the city, and he had vendors and music, and he just always believed that we needed to provide something for people to do when they came to our city. Mm-hmm. They come all this way, they're spending their money, let's give them something fun to do. So that was kind of my job in the beginning, was that park and all the beer tubs, and we'd get a charity license and sell beer and donate back. It was just the hustle and bustle. It was always fun, and it just grew and grew and grew, and things were going well. And then my dad had this vision. He ran out of room. Mm-hmm. And you've heard this story a million times, where this idea started on a napkin. Well, we were at the Rec Bar on Main Street. I wasn't there, but I heard the story, and he told it many times. We're on a napkin, and he drew out what he wanted to do. And he had two partners, and they came out and they bought this land. And this is what we have today. It's 150 acres. And the hotel that's on our property, Howard Johnson's, was a Howard Johnson's when I was little. So you get off at this exit when we'd come home, and it was always a Howard Johnson's. Now it's the pig stand. The barbecue mm-hmm. restaurant is now where the lobby used to be, and the hotel is renovated. And Daytona Harley Davidson is the anchor of Destination Daytona, and that's the building that we're in now. But it's we have I don't know how much you want me to talk about.
Oh,
Keep talking to
people love to hear what's going on. Now, let me ask you this,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not sure, but didn't you have like apartments or condos that you had here? Do you still have
We
those?
do,
Okay.
absolutely. Yes, it started off as the original Howard Johnson's that was renovated, and those are basically just standard hotel rooms. And there's the lobby, and we have a Saints and Sinners pub that is still there, and just standard hotel rooms in that building. And then later we added 2 more buildings. Above the outlet store, there are hotel rooms and condos. And there are up 1, 2, 3, 4 bedroom condos. So we have people that live here all year round that are permanent residents of Destination Daytona. We have people that own these condos and they put their rooms in the rental pool.
Mhm.
We have a management company that runs the hotel, Forbes Hamilton. They do a great job.
Now, do you
all
have
kinds of stuff.
any of them left, or are they all sold out?
There are a few for sale.
There are a few for sale.
I think privately they're for sale. Sorry about that.
What happened?
And Dean, my brother-in-law, the attorney outside that door, he knows all the information
Okay.
and the pricing and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was my dad. We would go to the V-Twin Expo every February in Cincinnati, and he would have a board and he was selling condos to all the vendors. You know, all the yeah, it was fun.